I think everybody. I mean, like we were just talking about, you can't get enough live reps. I mean, it's just different when you're going live. And quarterbacks are not live very much. And so when they get their opportunities, or scrimmaging or whatever, those are valuable reps. Because we take a lot of reps out here through fall camp, and they are slightly different when you know you're not getting hit.
Is it there just a different sort of vibe when you know that, like, you're going like it just felt like things just picked up?
Oh yeah, no question. I mean, these guys like to play. They like to play live. I mean, we're the ones slowing it down because that's our job as coaches. But they like to play live, and you always get good energy, and that's the game of football.
When you go back and review the film of practice,
yeah,
when you're looking at the quarterbacks, what's the first thing you want to see? What are you
looking
at?
There's not one thing. You know, it's everything. I mean, were our guys lined up right? And if they weren't, can he fix that problem? And so that's the first thing. He's the coach out there. And then the second thing is he doing his job? Is he commanding the field and then doing his job, whether it's a pass or a run? And sometimes when there are runs, he's got a lot of his plate on there. Is it the right run? Do we need to get out of that run? Those types of things.
Which one of those guys is making the best decisions so far in camp?
Yeah, there's not one guy. There's not one guy. I mean, it's one guy makes. They're all pretty good. Nobody's right where we need them to be. And I'm not saying that keep anybody. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. They're all doing a pretty good job, but I don't think one separated himself.
This is the second time we've got you, but you've seemed pretty happy after each one of the practices.
Yeah.
We've been able to get you. Are things going that well?
All we can ask really right now is the kids are very engaged, practicing hard, good energy. We just keep cleaning it up as we go. And if we can get that done, we'll make these incremental steps each day, and then you get closer to the game and you pare everything back. So as we go on for the next week, there's a tendency for things to get a little bit sloppier. Guys are a little more tired. There's a lot more volume. So now a lot of things start running together. And that's not how we play the game. We game plan, we'll cut it way back. But we got to get our system in.
At what point do you really start, fine-tuning for the start of the regular season? When did you really tighten up?
That's probably, 8 or 9 days out. Now, with that being said, it's not when we go there, they're not going to come up with a whole bunch of new plays. We already know, what's coming, but there's a lot that's still coming at them.
How much further along are you this year in year two, just with implementing your offense and guys knowing where they're going in drills and just stuff like that?
It's kind of like that accordion. There's certain groups that have been here for a while. The tight ends are, it depends. The tight ends have been here, pretty solid in what they're doing. The new tight ends, that's a hard position. And so you got that accordion effect kind of going on.
You have some more extended scrimmage stuff planned for Saturday.
Yeah. Yep. We're going to scrimmage a little bit Saturday. And, try to put it all together and see some guys play fast.
Sorry if you already asked, but what's your reaction when you see Lindquist at the goal line there?
I like seeing him. He's a big, strong guy. Chris was asking about, getting off his head and pumping off. I don't. I mean, that's a good thing, so we know he was home to fit. So, they're always going to pile on him and that stuff. It's going to get his helmet to fit right. But, those are valuable reps for those guys. And so, we don't get that many. We get them. We like them.
The red zone, obviously, remember, it's a big emphasis last year. It's always going to be a big emphasis, but this week in particular, it seems like you guys are obviously drilled out.
And it's not going to go away. The attention to detail and the precision has to show up there. And, Dave, whatever this is, there's not a ton of precision. So, again, we're kind of in that, put it in that whole mode. We'll go back and clean it up, put it in the game, back and forth.
A lot of time before the season starts, you get notification from the Pac-12 officials that they're going to be emphasizing certain things. Have you had any conversations on things that they're going to really emphasize this year?
We had them in last night. As a matter of fact, talking to your team. There's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of new things. Some sideline, getting everybody back, really the coaches back. If there's a fumble, guys can't be pulling each other off the pile. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty. No oversized face masks. They're always paying close attention to targeting and those type of things. But Yeah, not a lot of rule changes.
What do you think about the 8th official they're adding?
I wish they would take the umpire out of where he is. You know, they can add 12 officials. I don't care, but it's always been a pet peeve of mine for that guy standing right behind the linebackers. The offensive guys can't stand it because you can't predict him on crossing routes. And the defensive guys think you're using him as a pick, but you can't practice for it and get any. They're all different. And then about once a game he gets run over. So I don't know. The NFL doesn't do it. I guess they're talking about maybe putting him back, but I don't really have an opinion on another guy. I just hope it's not more flags on the field. I don't think anybody wants to see that.
Has there been a position group or any player that's jumped out to you, has pleased you in the initial?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys individually have. I think we got some good young linebackers that are showing up. I think our D-line, the young D-line, is making progress. I mean, you can see these guys, and not only young, Damian Turpin, I mean, he's getting better. I mean, they're making progress, which I think is really, really good. I think, the two young receivers we had last year, Lennius and Pettis, I mean, I think those guys are better. And Jadon's doing a good job. So, I mean, we're making good progress. We just got to be able to put it all together, and I really mean that. I mean, I think guys are getting better.
Is there like any timetable that you're hoping for that quarterback decision?
I was hoping to make a decision about 5 days ago, and then that's passed. So it's not going to be done until late. We know that just by how this thing's going, unless things change dramatically in the next week, then we'll probably take it the following week as well.
We see the third team offensive line. I think it's 13, but when you look out there,
Yeah.
you see Trey Adams, Henry, Caleb McGarry, Kevin Burles, just the size of those guys. What was the first thing that went through your mind when you saw them the first time all padded up?
Well, I'm used to them, but when we recruited them, we've always kind of gravitated toward kids that have good feet and offensive line. We've never really got hung up on height. We haven't at all. And so the fact that they're here, we think they're really good athletes, and to have that length that comes with them is really, really impressive. And so we've been really excited about those guys. I mean, that's what we're talking about, all this good young talent. O-line's a tough position to play, but those guys are athletic, and they got a lot of length to them. So it's exciting.
Is there any